Namaste, my name is Alexandra. I'm an integrative and functional yoga therapist, and my work is to help you feel better in your body right now. So this is yoga for back pain. Now I want to start by saying none of this is medical advice, and if you have any herniated discs or serious injuries, please approach this practice with caution. Now, back pain is a very general statement because our backs are quite large and we have many actions that we can do with our back. We have upper back, middle back, lower back. We can push, we can pull. So I'm going to teach you some just general things that may help relieve back pain. Okay, so let's get started. Let's start on our backs. Feet flat. So take a moment here and I want you to notice the lower back. Lower back, okay? So not the tailbone, not the ribs, but the lower back. And think of pressing down into your low back. So you want to leave an imprint of your lower back into the mat. And you'll start to feel your core muscles begin to activate, your transverse abdominals. Breathe here, 3 breaths. Amazing. And go ahead and relax that action. Bring your knees into your chest, hands behind the knees, rock side to side. Soften your jaw and work with your breath. That's one of the most important things, and the foundational aspect of yoga is breathing. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your nose. And on the exhale, think of releasing any stress, tensions, pain that's in your body. And on the inhale, go into the pain, stress, tension, really breathe it in and exhale it out. Pause at center and begin to straighten up one leg at a time. Pull the toes towards your face. Straightening out the back of the legs. So maybe you sit at a desk all day. Maybe you stand quite a bit during the day. Or maybe you just have, the life stuff, the stress of being human stored in your body and your tissues. So I welcome you to release that here. Let's go ahead and lower the feet down. Reach the arms out like wings, out to the side. Lift knees into chest. Inhale here. Exhale, drop knees down to your right, letting the legs stack while keeping the upper back and arms connected to the floor. Let the eyes close and breathe. In through the nose, from belly to ribs to chest. With slow exhales out through the nose. On your inhale, begin to bring your knees into your chest. And on the exhale, drop your knees down over to the opposite side. Breath in through the nose and breath out through your nose. So when we twist, we lengthen the tissues of the back and the ribs, the entire trunk of the body, which can help mitigate and just release pain in the back. Helps release back pain. And when we activate our core, that helps our body throughout the day function better because we're using our core. We're not just using our legs and our arms. The whole body is connected to the core. Hence the name of it. Core means middle, the foundation. The inner foundation. Take another breath here. And let's bring the knees into the chest. Bring your hands behind your legs again and straighten up one leg at a time. Pull the toes toward your face. The muscles, the hamstrings, or the backs of the legs might be tight. You might be a little shaky. It's okay if you are, just let it happen. Okay. And then begin to pause, lower your feet down, and let's make our way up into a tabletop position. So hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath the hips, keep the toes tucked. And on the exhale, tuck your pelvis and let the rest of the spine follow. Rounding the back, letting the head hang. On your inhale, drop the belly, lift the hips, lift the head. On the exhale, begin to tuck the pelvis, letting the rest of the spine follow. Inhale as you lift the pelvis, drop the heart, lifting the head. Exhale, tuck the pelvis, round the back. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the hips and head. And then exhale, tuck the pelvis, round the back, soften the jaw. Go ahead and neutralize here. Untuck the toes, bring big toes to touch. You can widen out the knees as wide as your mat, or you can keep the knees as close together. I'm gonna let you choose. I go somewhere in the middle. Bring the hips to the heels. Okay, and once you're here, look to the front of your mat, walk the arms forward, and then shift the gaze to right in front of you. Lowering forehead down into child's pose. Breathe here, belly, ribs, chest. Several more deep breaths. Soften the jaw. Let tension go with each exhale that you take. Let pain go with each exhale that you take. On your inhale, begin to pull yourself up into a tabletop. From here, you can have toes tucked or untucked depending on what your knees like. Begin to take the left arm behind your head. And then inhale, pull the elbow up as you look up and out to the left. And then exhale, take this left elbow to the right thumb. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, take elbow to right thumb. Inhale to lift and open. Exhale, elbow to the thumb. And inhale to lift and open. Exhale, elbow to the thumb. Now take your left arm and weave it underneath your right arm, bringing the left shoulder, left side of the face to the mat. Walk your right arm forward. It might be a little difficult to breathe here, but breathe from belly to ribs to chest with the jaw relaxed for 3 breaths. Now let's slide this right hand back towards you. Press into the right palm and inhale, lift your left arm up. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale, drop belly, lift hips and head, and then exhale, round the spine. Amazing. Inhale, take the right hand to the back of the head and inhale to open. Exhale, right elbow towards your left thumb. Inhale and open. Exhale, right elbow towards left thumb. Inhale and open. Exhale, elbow towards thumb. One more time. Inhale, open. Exhale, take right elbow to left thumb. Release the hand from the head. Weave it underneath the left arm so the right side of your face and shoulder come down to the mat. Walk the left arm forward and breathe. The toes can be tucked or untucked depending on what your knees like. Soften the jaw. Breathe into what you feel. to slide this left hand back toward your face. Press into that left palm to lift yourself up, and inhale, reach right arm up. Exhale, come back into tabletop. Inhale, drop belly, lift hips and head, and exhale, round. From here, untuck the toes, bring the big toes to touch, hips to the heels, coming back into child's pose. As you lengthen your upper body down to the mat, notice if your back feels a little bit less tight, if you feel maybe a little bit more length here. Breathe into the tension, letting yourself feel it, be with it, really embody it on the inhale, and then release it out of your body on the exhale. The only way out is to feel it fully, to breathe through it, and let it go. On your next inhale, let's come forward and up out of child's pose. We'll tuck the toes, round the back into flexion, start to lift your knees and come up into downward facing dog. Bend one knee at a time and drop the opposite heel. I don't want to spend too much time in down dog, but while you're here, begin to walk your feet up about halfway to your hands. Separate the feet a little bit. Micro bend in the knees, which means you're creating a bit of a hip hinge. Knees definitely bent. Grip the elbows and let yourself hang here. You can sway side to side. You could interlace the fingers behind the head and create a little bit of like traction if you do so, meaning like your head is pressing into your hands and your hands are softly pressing into your head, working with gravity to create length, decompression of the spine. Breathe from belly to your ribs, to your chest. 5 breaths. Yes, we are upside down. Slowly release your hands and walk your feet 2 fist distance apart with a micro bend in the knees. Very slowly come on up to standing, lifting up. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, interlace the fingers to the back of the head. Open the elbows wide. If you're arching your back, tuck the hips. Inhale here. Exhale, slight dip to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, slight dip to your right. Inhale, center. On the exhale, widen out the feet a little bit. Micro bend the knees. Press the hips or the glutes to the back wall, keeping spine straight. And then inhale to come on up, neutral. Lift the arms, inhale. Exhale, bend at the knees. Press the glutes to the wall, the back wall as you press your hands to the front wall. And then let yourself fold down. Bend the knees, feel the back, breathe. Begin to walk out into downward facing dog. And from downward facing dog, lift your heels, lower down, really stretching out some of that posterior fascia, connects to the feet. Lift the heels, lower down, and lift the heels, lower down, come down into tabletop. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the hips and head. Exhale, round the spine. Let's pause here and make our way onto our backs again. And once you lower down slowly, intentionally, bring your knees into the chest, wrap your arms around your legs, rock side to side. Let your head turn in each direction as you rock. Breathe here. Pause at center, reach your arms out to the side, drop the knees down to the left. 3 breaths. Breathe from belly to ribs to chest with slow exhales. Lift the knees. Drop them over to the right. 3 deep breaths. Now slowly lift the knees, give yourself a hug, and begin to release your legs all the way out and down into Shavasana, final resting pose. Let your palms face up by your side. And this is where I let you be, so take your time here. If you would like, please like and subscribe, and go ahead and try these other videos. They can also help you with your back pain. They're right up here. And I'll see you next time. Namaste.